Hello, people. Are we streaming again? Are we back live? Let me just check real quick. I wish I could just keep the thing open. I probably could. Let's see. Yes, sir. There you go. There you go. We are back live. So basically, we just had a misfortune. We were trading live, and we weren't recording. We were only recording audio. We had a couple good lessons, you know. We were reading a little bit, but it sucks. Now I know though. Now now I know to double check before recording an hour worth of price action. Yeah, this is the last and best trade we took. Something crazy actually happened, you know. We were just reading, and it says something about timing, right? And the Tao, the book. And so I thought about trading, and then it was actually the perfect timing. So I got in, and it just boom, went straight to my target. Right over here, I could have went short again, right? But you know, you have to learn your lessons. Also, I've heard people say trend lines are bullshit. Trend lines are so not bullshit. I mean, they really help you see. Yep, so what do we got going on? What do we talk about now? We messed up today. So, okay, so I guess since it's 12 already, I'll just probably just kind of journal this. I'm not sure what could happen. I usually don't trade after 12, so yesterday I traded, you know, I was trading live, and then I stopped around 12. I continued to trade for a little bit, and it was actually a mistake. I got caught in the trap. I didn't lose money, but I definitely made some mistakes. I took some trades that I should not have taken. They weren't according to plan, and horrible sizing and all of that. So, you know, sometimes we win, and but we know that we did the wrong thing. You know, sometimes we lose, but we did the right thing, and that gives you way more fulfillment to leave your trading space knowing that you did the right thing, that you practiced those habits that make a professional trader. It's much more rewarding. So anyways, so let's journal a little bit. What do we have going on? We talked about the trades we took. This trade, I got in all the way at the top. It was a mistake. Why was it a mistake? Because since we had created SMTs at a demand zone, right? ES had a higher low. This might actually still come down. We were looking for the SMT sweep, like we did here, right? Like the trade these trades. But I had a feeling that price would take internal range liquidity, right? So you have this range, external liquidity, and then this whole thing is internal, right? It took internal liquidity. What I should have done was gotten in right at the internal liquidity, probably at this candle. Yeah, just like this. However, that one trade, look at this trade. Look at the difference between the trades, right? This trade, same target. Look at the stop. Very, very small stop. Because, you know, we were so far away, we had such a bad entry already, right? Sometimes price just goes and doesn't tap into the inversion fair value gap. Sometimes price chops at the inversion fair value gap and goes higher than expected, right? All the way to this block. I don't really like trading fair value gaps. I rather trade order blocks like this one, right? Although we have an inversion fair value gap right here taking liquidity, I find that the better entries are actually right at the zones, right? This would be called, I guess, supply. And so we had that rejection there, and we had another rejection here. Fake rejection. Well, not fake rejection, but you know, you would expect to go lower, and then it just doesn't go lower. So we had that trade. Let me just double check because now I'm scared that I'm not recording. Okay, everything is good. So so this was a mistake, right? I mean, now looking in hindsight, this was the perfect place to short, right? We had supply, then supply again, then supply, and then we could expect, you know, the fucking move to the SMTs. Okay, look at that trade. Yeah? Look at this trade now. Not only was this trade, this stop horrible, way too big, it was actually two contracts. Two minis as opposed to one. That was a big mistake right there. I wrote it over here, 10, 11, 10, 11, way too big to stop, and then I get the right entry. However, the trade itself was not invalid. The trade was not invalid, right? It was the contract sizing and the stop size that was just horrible. So, the next one was about half, right? Just a regular stop, like I should, and one mini, and so that made us 585. It's pretty good, amazing to be honest. Then we had one loss, well, two losses, and what we were looking for was another rejection. ES had not taken the SMT liquidity. It was only NQ, right? Which one do we take again? We take the one that's lower, right? and Q was at the highs, or ES rather, and Q was way lower. So we take the one that's lower, that's closer to the actual SMTs, right? Not the one that looks like liquidity, because look at this. This is something very important to notice. ES looks like liquidity, right? And Q does not look like liquidity. It looks like liquidity was taken out already. I can't emphasize this enough. We talked about this yesterday, but it's very important. The one that actually doesn't, it doesn't matter if it looks like liquidity or not. The fact that it bounced 1-2 times at a demand zone means that we'll most likely take liquidity. It'll most likely be swept. So it actually favors, I believe it actually favors the one that doesn't look like liquidity. You know, people take the trade on ES that looks like liquidity, relative equal lows, right? And it does't play out. One that plays out is this one. Anyways, you had that, and because ES didn't take liquidity, I thought it would do something like it did here, right? Takes liquidity and comes back, takes liquidity, right? Comes back, but it didn't play out. We tried once, we were patient, we saw the rejection, we tried twice, it didn't play out. Thankfully, the stops were small. What is this? Did we not? Wait, I'm a little confused. Did we not take that trade? Am I tripping? Okay, I see. We took it on this one. I see. We took it because I wasn't sure of the trade. I went into a lighter position. Trading minis, you can't go lighter than 1 mini, so I went into micros. I went into 5 micros per account, which is half a mini, I believe. Which is great risk management, to be honest. If you're not sure, if you don't really like the price action, but you do believe that it could play out, go lighter. Nothing wrong with going lighter. I would have still made money, right? I would have still made a profit. Then we took the other one, which was actually on the it was actually a mini. Boom, one contract, $400 loss. It's okay, nothing wrong. We have to be okay with going back to break even. If the trade is there, that's all that matters. And then we took a amazing trade, which after those 2 trades, I gave the longs a chance with a very short stop. It's very shorter than these. If it would have stopped me out, probably would have tried the shorts. And if the shorts would have stopped me out, that probably would have been it for the day. But it played out perfect. And so we're at 862, not quite where we want to be. We are aiming for about 1,004 on the day. I could still trade, but it's 12, and I don't really like trading at 12. Damn, I wonder if it's going to happen. If it's gonna take these lows. And ES took liquidity already from that zone. I don't know about that. It could just come, honestly, right there, because this is liquidity as well, right? if 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 we look very bearish, if we make some breakaway gaps like this one, if we continue to the downside, matter of fact, not if we continue. Okay, here's the plan. Fibonacci, pull the Fibonacci, measure this range, it's probably going to stall around here, most likely, right? So what we're going to do is wait, not get in right now, but wait for it to stall, to reject, because it could come to 50%, even 0.62 I believe this is, and then just reject, if it's going to reject, if it's going to continue the bullish trend. If it's not, then it'll start to reject up here, right? Anything that we would expect to hold us bullish, it would actually start, start rejecting of those levels. For example, we have a little zone right here, right? What we would want to see is price rejecting off those levels and continuing down. And if we get that, then it's clear to me that we are going to sweep the lows. But if we don't get that, then I think it's better to not get in because of 12. If it were earlier during the day, I would probably be getting in because there's less doubt in my mind that we would go target those levels. At 12, it usually starts to do nothing, to create liquidity. That's very important to know. Yeah. So there's that. So where were we? Boom, boom. 800 on the day, targeting this block right here, block. And that's basically it for today. Basically all we had. This looks so very. One second, I'll be right back. Okay. How's it looking? Still bearish. Now we could get some tricks up here, right? Might break the trend, act like it's gonna go higher, then lower, then higher, blow some accounts, chop some dicks. We'll see. I'm actually going to delete the other one because, gosh, what a horrible stream. 25 minutes ago. Here it is. Delete forever. So dramatic. which could get you so far, you know. At the beginning, it's okay to use that as fuel, but it corrupts you, and everything that you make, you're going to lose. It's not sustainable. I agree 100% with the Tao. He who brags will not endure. It's so true, man. And that's exactly what happened with me. So, these past couple of months, I've been not really trading. I've been trading, but not really trying. That's a better way of putting it. Trading, but not trying. And, it's been a long journey. You really have to humble yourself, or the market will humble you. The market is perfect. Everything is perfect when you really think about it. So this third year, I am going to be I'm going to be trading live. I'm going to be very open. Some of that is also, you know, I want to teach people. I want people to learn, because I've experienced trading. I've been trading for 2 years, and I know what heights I could reach. They're great heights. You could achieve much, but um but I actually, you know, you see those traders in social media, um but you never see the struggles. I think it's important for people to see the struggles. It's important for people to relate, right? If people can't relate, it doesn't hit close to home, you know. Um and it's not like they didn't go through those things, you know, through challenges. It's that nobody cares about the shitty times. You know, nobody cares about well, some people do, but most people do not care about you you're not a when you have no success, right? People root for you. This is a quote from Alex Hermosi. People root for you when you don't need it. When you're going through shit, but you have nothing to show for, nobody roots for you. When you need it the most, nobody roots for you. It's only when you don't need it that people root for you. And at that point, you don't care about their opinion. That is so true, man. Another quote from Hormozy that I apply to this trading thing is this is what hard feels like, right? Something like, the quote goes something like, to the gladiators in the arena who feel beat up and scarred, starting a business is hard. Hard feels shitty. This is what hard feels like. And that's why most people don't do it. It's very nice to rely on that, you know, when you're going through shit. When you're going through shit, just know that that usually on the other side of struggle and adversity, it's something very very noble waits for you, very precious. Oftentimes the things that are worth pursuing are the hardest. It's oftentimes it's those two are correlated, right? Hardship with worth, right? It's hard to find a woman who's a good woman, who's also attractive, right? I guess that would be kind of an example. It's hard to get that woman, but it's worth it. It's hard to to start your own business, right? It's easy to have security and be at a job that you know you don't really hate, but you don't really like either. It's easy, but it's not. It doesn't have value. You know, taking the risk is where the value lies. Doing hard things, going to the gym, right? Life is not made to be easy. If you go by that, you know, staying in bed is easy. Not doing anything all day is easy. On the other hand, going to the gym is hard, you know. Putting yourself through adversity is hard. But on the other side, the gym is another example. Through adversity is the only way you can grow. That's a very that's why physical health and a person who succeeds in a in a specific endeavor, those two are also correlated, right? You don't see just a slop, a fat piece of shit who's also very successful, you know, because oftentimes they understand that the physical aspect of reality seeps into your mental health. So to have a strong body is also to have a strong mind, because to have a strong body you have to know discipline, you have to practice discipline. And so anyways, I just kind of went off for a little bit there, and but all of those things are true, man. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just documenting my journey. As of now, I don't have any viewers, but maybe I will in the future. I'll probably never stop. I'll probably never stop trying to teach people, because it is so worth it. This trading thing is so worth it. I mean, and it also comes with a mastery over yourself. You know, you actually become a better human being, because it calls for the mastery over your emotions. So you become a stoic, you become a composed man, which is another plus, you know. But it's not for everyone. Most people are weak. Most people don't have what it takes. It's something that I guess it's something that only you know if you could do it. Deep in your heart, you're really the only person who knows if you can go through something like this. I mean, in my example, I'm not successful. I wouldn't consider myself a success when it comes to this trading thing. But I have I have this thing called faith. I believe, there's no doubt in my mind that I'm not going to be successful. No doubt. I have absolutely no doubt that I will become the man that I want to be. You have to, because that's what gets you through it. You have to have an absolute belief in yourself. Nobody is going to root for you. I mean, not your parents, not your siblings, no one is going to root for you, and you have to be okay with that. But anyways, I'm very excited to document my journey. Honestly, I was looking for a trade to hit the 1,400 mark, but there seems to be no trade setups. So I am not going to do anything. I'm not going to push it. 800 is fine. I'll just stick with that. 800 is fine, and then the other two accounts are, well, they're in drawdown. I am about $1,000 down. So, and this one is just, gosh, absolute trash. Here's something that could happen. Strong candle up and an immediate reaction to these lows. I'm actually going to trade that account right about now. $48.9. 48.9. Okay. Minis. Okay. Let's see if we could do it. Strong candle up. I'm going for.
Order rejected.
Why the fuck? Ah, shit. I hit the max limit, the max loss. See that? That was a gamble. That would have been a gamble. But I mean, this account is just so low that I don't know if I'm going to continue to trade it. I mean, I might, yeah. Why not, right? I could just copy it into these two accounts and just take good trades. That's it, right? Just bring it along. Anyways, that's how the accounts are so far. It is our, let's see, on this account, on these, it is what, the third day trading the accounts. I am down, but I think we could do it. I think we could save these accounts. You know, we're not that much down. We still have about $1,000 drawdown, which is a lot. It's a lot of space, a lot of trades, I think. And then this one, we're up 800. So the target is 3,000. We should be able to pass it in about 2 more winning days, around 1,000. Well, maybe 3-4 days. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream right here. Talked about a lot of things. We learned a lot today, and I guess I will see you guys on Monday. I'm excited, and yeah, peace. Now, how do I end this thing? Awkward.